He is known for being an English author, poet, and mathematician. He is recognized for his notable works, including Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking-Glass. He is Lewis Carroll. In the quaint countryside of England, there lived a man named Lewis Carroll, a fascinating figure who effortlessly blended the realms of literature, mathematics, and imagination. Born as Charles Lutwidge Dodgson, Carroll enchanted the world with his timeless tales, notably Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and its sequel, Through the Looking-Glass. With his mastery of wordplay, logic, and fantasy, Carroll captured the hearts of readers young and old. Carroll's connection to Christ Church, Oxford, where he spent much of his life teaching and studying, was profound. He was deeply rooted in his high church Anglican upbringing, and it was during this time that he formed a significant relationship with Alice Liddell, the daughter of Christ Church's dean. Although many believed Alice to be the inspiration behind his beloved Alice in Wonderland, Carroll himself always refuted such claims. Beyond his literary achievements, Carroll's love for puzzles shone through. He delighted readers with his creation of word ladder puzzles, which he shared in his weekly column for Vanity Fair magazine. His ingenuity and intellectual curiosity knew no bounds, captivating the minds of those who immersed themselves in his works. Today, Carroll's legacy lives on through the countless societies around the world dedicated to preserving and celebrating his literary contributions. His ability to intertwine literature, mathematics, and imagination continues to inspire generations, reminding us that there are no limits to the wonders that can be discovered when we embrace the power of our own imagination. Lewis Carroll, known to the world as the author of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, had a complex and sometimes challenging early life. Born Charles Lutwidge Dodgson on January 27, 1832, in Daresbury, Cheshire, he came from a conservative and high church Anglican family. His father, also named Charles Dodgson, was a mathematically gifted clergyman who hoped his son would pursue an academic career. However, young Charles developed an ambivalent relationship with his father's values and the Church of England. As a child, Dodgson was educated at home and displayed a precocious intellect. By the age of 7, he was reading books like The Pilgrim's Progress. However, he also struggled with a stammer, which affected his social life and interactions with others. At 12, he was sent to Richmond Grammar School in North Yorkshire. However, it was at Rugby School where Dodgson's true challenges began. Entering Rugby School in 1846, Dodgson found himself unhappy and later described his 3 years there as filled with hardships. Though he did not claim to have been bullied himself, he witnessed younger boys being targeted by older bullies. Dodgson wrote, "I cannot say that any earthly considerations would induce me to go through my 3 years again. I can honestly say that if I could have been secure from annoyance at night, the hardships of the daily life would have been comparative trifles to bear." Despite the difficulties he faced, Dodgson excelled academically. His talents in mathematics were recognized by his teachers, and he was considered one of the most promising students at Rugby School. His mathematics textbook, The Tutor's Assistant, contained annotations and inscriptions that reflected his passion for the subject. Dodgson left Rugby School in 1849 and went on to matriculate at the University of Oxford. Dodgson's early life was filled with challenges and contradictions. While he struggled with social interactions and adversity, he showed immense intellectual promise and a passion for mathematics. These experiences would shape the man who would go on to become the beloved author known as Lewis Carroll, and his unique perspective would continue to influence his philosophy and writings throughout his life. Lewis Carroll, the renowned author of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, was not only known for his imaginative storytelling but also for his unique character and appearance. Standing at about 6 feet tall, he possessed a slender frame with curly brown hair and captivating blue or gray eyes. However, his physical attributes were not the only distinguishing features of his persona. From a young age, Lewis Carroll faced various health challenges that shaped his life. As a child, he suffered from a fever that left him deaf in one ear, and at the age of 17, he endured a severe bout of whooping cough, leading to a chronically weak chest. Additionally, he acquired a stammer, which he referred to as his hesitation, a condition that remained with him throughout his life. The stammer became an integral part of Lewis Carroll's image. While there are conflicting anecdotes about his stammer, with some claiming he only stammered in the presence of adults and not children, there is no concrete evidence to support this notion. Many children who knew him remembered his stammer, while many adults failed to notice it. Lewis Carroll himself was acutely aware of his stammer, often referring to himself as the dodo in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, although it remains uncertain whether this reference was directly related to his speech impediment. Despite his stammer, Lewis Carroll's personal qualities allowed him to thrive in society. Living during a time when individuals created their own amusements, he was skilled in singing, recitation, mimicry, and storytelling. He fearlessly entertained audiences with his passable singing abilities and charades, showcasing his talent and captivating those around him. Lewis Carroll's philosophy on health problems demonstrates that even with physical challenges, one can overcome and excel in other aspects of life. His ability to adapt and utilize his other talents serves as an inspiration for individuals facing daily struggles. Lewis Carroll's story reminds us that embracing our unique qualities and focusing on our strengths can lead to personal growth and success, despite any obstacles we may encounter. Lewis Carroll, the enigmatic author behind the beloved Alice books, was not just a writer but also a man deeply intertwined with the artistic and intellectual circles of his time. In the mid-19th century, Carroll found himself drawn into the vibrant world of the Pre-Raphaelite movement, where he formed connections with some of the most influential figures of the era. One of Carroll's notable social connections was with John Ruskin, a renowned art critic and philosopher. Their friendship began in 1857, and through Ruskin, Carroll was exposed to a world of artistic expression and unconventional thinking. This encounter opened Carroll's mind to new possibilities and inspired him to explore his own creativity. It was around 1863 that Carroll forged a close relationship with Dante Gabriel Rossetti and his family, who were at the forefront of the Pre-Raphaelite movement. Carroll often found himself in the company of Rossetti, capturing moments of the family's life through his photography. This immersion in the Rossetti's world awakened Carroll's imagination and further fueled his artistic pursuits. Carroll's social circle also included other prominent artists such as William Holman Hunt, John Everett Millais, and Arthur Hughes. These connections exposed him to diverse perspectives and artistic styles, shaping his own approach to storytelling and visual aesthetics. However, it was his friendship with fairy tale author George MacDonald that had a profound impact on Carroll's career. The enthusiastic reception of his work by MacDonald's children convinced Carroll to submit his manuscript for publication, leading to the birth of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. This pivotal moment not only marked Carroll's entrance into the literary world but also exemplified the power of social connections and the influence they can have on one's creative journey. Through his interactions with Ruskin, the Rossetti family, and other artistic luminaries, Carroll found inspiration, support, and validation for his unique vision. These connections not only enriched his personal life but also contributed to the enduring legacy of his literary works. Carroll's story serves as a reminder of the value of social connections in nurturing creativity and finding one's place in the world. As Lewis Carroll once said, one of the secrets of life is that all that is really worth doing is what we do for others. Indeed, it is through our interactions and relationships that we can unlock new possibilities and find fulfillment in our own endeavors.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.